Hey, what's going on, beautiful jellyfish? It's Tracy. Thanks so much for taking a little bit of time today to hang out with me. I really appreciate it. And in today's video, I'm going to be doing something that I've never actually done before, where I'm talking about cards that I own or I want to own, but I don't have anywhere to put them. And so this is kind of the thought process, is like, maybe you're just like, no, Tracy, like, you need to run this card for whatever reason. It's not that I don't like this card. That's the whole point. It's just that I don't have anywhere for them. So let's just talk about it and jump into the first card, which is Scavenging Ooze. So back when I played Modern, a lot of people were playing Scavenging Ooze. It's a good card. And I remember one time I was looking to trade and I saw that they had the retro frame card, and I was like, oh my gosh, I really want that. The person was like, oh, I want to hang on to it. And I was like, yeah, no worries. And I looked it up and the card is like 50 cents for the foil. It's super cheap. And so I was like, oh, okay, like I can just buy it. And then I was like, Tracy, what am I going to put this in? So I do think that Scavenging Ooze is really cool. I like that it's like targeted. You know, you get to target something from a yard, and then you do get to buff it and gain a little bit of life. I realistically could probably put this in Tasigur. I just don't know what I would take out as kind of my problem with Tasigur. And I could put this in AC. AC is undergoing a couple of changes. I'm trying to add a lot more creatures in that deck. I just don't know if Scavenging Ooze is going to make the cut. I don't know. Let me know, guys. Do you feel like it does enough? Should I put it in AC? Let me know. Okay. The next card is Fathom Mage. And Fathom Mage is a card that I've had. I'm pretty sure I still have this card in my box. I don't remember, but I've always wanted to play with Fathom Mage. I feel like this card is so cool. Maybe it's not that good. I really don't know. It does have Evolve. If it has greater power, you get to put a +1/+1 counter on it. And then whenever a +1/+1 counter is put on it, you get to draw a card, which I think is really cool. It is a May. And again, I feel like I've had this promo for a while, and I'm like, it just hasn't made the cut in anything. It might make its way into my new Aragorn the Uniter builds, because I can run it in there. The colors do match. I just don't know. I just don't know if it's going to make the cut. It's kind of like that 4-mana 1/1, which I just find a little bit awkward, even if it gets bigger. I don't know. Let me know. Is Fathom Mage worth it? I'm not sure. Okay. The next card is a card that I have played with in the past. It's just not in any of my present builds. This card's awesome. Aura Shards. Now, Aura Shards I had a while back in Ladies, but I look at the art. I can't play this in Ladies. It just I can't do it. So I took it out, and then I put it in my Reen deck. The problem is that Reen is so creature heavy, and then all my other slots are just so incredibly like, what else am I putting in there? And I just took it out because I was like, I had too much artifact and enchantment like hate. Which I know sounds crazy, like how can you have too many? I had too many, guys. I had to take something out. And Aura Shards didn't make the cut. I love Aura Shards, it's great. I think I have like 2 spare copies of it in our box, which this card, I mean, is like $15 or whatever. It's not nothing. And I'm just like, this card's amazing. I'm like, I just don't know what I'll put it in. Maybe I'll put this in the Aragorn deck. Let me know. I love Aura Shards. I don't have anywhere to put it right now, you know? Okay. Next up is Bolas Citadel, and I ended up trading for Bolas Citadel I should stop saying the other day. It was months ago. I traded for Bolas Citadel. I traded for the Old Border Retro Frame one, and I like Bolas Citadel a lot. I've seen the power that this card has, and I was thinking about putting it in a Leela. The triple black is just a little bit too hard, I think. And I could put it in my my Mugus deck, which I do think that I could get away with it running it in Mugus. The problem is, guys, and I'm going to talk about the next card too, I don't have any slots in Mugus. I was trying to put the next card that I'm going to talk about in the deck, and I was like, I literally don't have anything that I want to take out. Like, I'm so happy with this 100. I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And Bolas Citadel just doesn't have any space. I just don't know where I'd want to put it. I'm also a little nervous about the life drain, and I don't have any decks that are like mass life gain. Maybe that'll be a project that I do, because I have a couple of cards that I'm going to talk about on this list that are like black-white. I have a lot of black-white staples, but I have nothing to do with them. And maybe Bolas Citadel needs to be on that build. And the card that I talked about is Erebos Bleak-Hearted. I'm a huge fan of Erebos. I have the other one in the deck as well. And I like this one too. The fact that it's not a creature, if you don't have devotion less, to me doesn't really matter that much. Whenever another creature you control dies, you could pay 2, and if you do, you get to draw a card, which I really love. I like the controlled aspect of this. where sometimes some cards just like get out of hands really quickly. And Erebos is a card that you can really easily control because you don't have to pay that life if you don't want to or you don't need to. And then you get to draw the card. So, and then it does have the sack another creature, target creature gets -2/-1. Like, I got the foil of this. I got this in a trade. I'm pretty sure the same trade that I got the Bolas Citadel, actually. And I just don't have anywhere to put it. I don't know where else I would put it other than Mugus, really. I just think I need, like, I just need black-white something because I have so many of these staples, you know? And another one, which is Despark. I love Despark. I think this card is so incredibly cool. Back when I had my Teysa build, and I have, again, so many of these Orzhov staples, but I just don't know what to do with them. And Despark was a card that just never really made its way back into any of my other commander decks. And I can't run this in my Aragorn deck because it has black in there, and Aragorn doesn't have black, which is unfortunate. I really think that'd be such a cool 5-color deck. Anyways, you exile target permanent with CMC 4 greater. It's instant speed. It's an awesome card. I just don't have anywhere where it belongs because Alila, those slots are super, super tight in Alila. And it's instant speed, and I'm trying to run, like, artifacts and enchantments and things to trigger off of her, so, I don't know. Okay, next up is another thing that has never really worked for me is artifacts. Just, like, an artifact deck. And maybe you guys can tell me something that will work and that I can build it. I think if I am going to do it, I'll probably only do, like, 1 or 2 colors, probably 2. I don't know what I would do, but Lotus Bloom. I got Lotus Bloom when I built Tamishi, and the thought behind it is that you can bounce a land, you get this back, which is so incredibly cool. It works really, really well with Tamishi. If you have Tamishi, I definitely look into Lotus Bloom because you don't have to worry about the suspend cost, and then you can sack it to add 3 of any mana of your into your pool of any one color. It's a great card. I love Lotus Bloom. I just don't know how anywhere that it would go because I don't have any recursion with artifacts. I have recursion with, like, other stuff, but I don't have recursion with artifacts, and I just don't know where I would put this. I love Lotus Bloom. Like I said, I have the promo. It's super pretty. The art is really, really stunning. I just don't know where I would put it. Okay, the next card is Ashiok Dream Render. I don't know what it is with me, but if I'm given, like, a gift, it's very hard for me to let that gift go. And Paul got me the stained glass one. It's not very expensive, but Paul got me the stained glass one a while back. And I love Ashiok. They're one of my favorite planeswalkers, and I don't love a lot of planeswalkers, but I've always really liked Ashiok, and I've always really liked the character design behind this card. And I just think it's so cool. You know, your opponent can't control their libraries. It starts out as 5 loyalty for 3, which is really cool. You can minus if you like. And then you exile each opponent's yard. I've seen Ashiok do a ton of work. My friend Trav has this card. And Paul had actually, I had put this, I think, in Tasigur, and then I think I just took it out because, again, slots are really tight. And then when he built Sen Triplets, he actually put this, like, there's a lot of good, like, Sen Triplets pieces. The problem is, like, I won't build Sen Triplets because I will get hated out so incredibly much. It's so incredibly fast. I just, like, this card is so incredibly cool. I think I could definitely do work with this. I think if I were to build, and I've talked about, like, building a Toxrill deck, if I do decide to build that, Ashiok will definitely be in that. I would love to run Ashiok. They're so cool. Another Orzhov staple, and that is Vindicate. I have this super stunning Vindicate. This is from the Borderless for Modern Horizons. It's a stunning card. It's a great card. It's very, very simple. 3 mana, destroy target permanent. Not a whole lot to say. It's a very basic card. I love this. It is so incredibly pretty. It's just, what am I doing with all these Orzhov staples? What am I doing? I need to convince me to build an Orzhov deck. I tried. I mean, I built Teysa. I feel like I had another Orzhov deck at some point in my Magic life. I don't know what, but anyways. Okay. And the last card for this list is Fabricate. I bought the Secret Lair version. I love this art. I think it's so incredibly pretty. And honestly, I could get away with running this in Alila. It's a great card. I have Idealectic Tutor and I have Enlightened Tutor in Alila. I could easily put this in, but again, I don't have room in Alila. I just don't have room. I love this card. I think it's incredible. It's just, and I could realistically run this in a lot of things. Like, I think I had this originally in Grand Arbiter and it just keeps getting cut. Not because it's a bad card. I just don't have a spot for it. Oh man, if I build that Toxtrol deck, this is also going in there. I have a couple of cards that I could put in here in the Toxtrol deck, but anyways, maybe I just need to build Toxtrol. Maybe that's the thing I need to build Toxtrol. I need to build some sort of Orzhov. It doesn't have to be just Orzhov. It could be Orzhov with another color, but I have so many things. I could build a viable deck because I have all these really good staples and I have a lot of things. And I have a lot of them in foil too. Like, I wouldn't even need to get them later on, you know? But anyways, guys, I'd really like to know what are cards that are on your list. Maybe the card that always is on the chopping block that you're like, I really want to run this. It's just I don't have any space for it. I'd really like to know. In a comment in the comment section. I'd really like to read about it in a comment. There you go. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll catch y'all in my next one.